So your views on your YouTube channel are stuck below 100. That's what I want to discuss in today's video and how we can actually solve that. And what's interesting is you might be watching this video while the views on this channel are under 100, or you might be watching it when they are over 100, and either way, you'll be able to see in real time if what I'm saying turns out to be correct. So if you don't know me already, my name's Connor. I run right now 2 YouTube channels, one that has 25,000 subscribers and one that is just coming on to 300,000 subscribers. And I take a little bit of a different approach to YouTube than most creators do and most people that I've seen on the app. So what you're going to get in today's video is a little bit of a different perspective on how long form content can work and what does work in 2025, because we're seeing a lot of people who have these highly polished, really well edited, really well scripted, really well, colorized, all of that stuff kind of content. And I actually think that none of it at all is necessary to be successful on YouTube. Now, that's not to say if you enjoy editing, you enjoy stylizing content, you enjoy script writing, all of that, it won't work. No. But what I'm talking about is just a little bit of a different way to go about it. And especially when you're stuck in that, 1 view, 10 view, 50 views, 100 view jail, right? Let's call it. It can be very disheartening to put hours and hours and hours of effort into a video to then get those sorts of views, right? So I get it. Now, as someone who's built a business around YouTube, I think it's important to understand that the biggest thing that holds people back from being able to build a successful YouTube channel, to be able to make that YouTube channel give them the life that they want. And the life that I want is to be able to walk around on a Wednesday afternoon, not a care in the world, and no one can tell me what to do. That's the life it's created for me. And I hope that it can create it for any of you guys that are watching this video. Now, while we're stuck in this view jail, it can be very disheartening to spend all these hours on these videos. And the way to combat that is don't spend hundreds of hours on each video. So I'll tell you the story of how I started and why my channel is a little bit different. So how I started was back in 2006. I started making videos about things that I loved. At the time, it was free running. Then a few years later, it was vlogging. A few years later, it was what I eat in a day. A few years later, it was travel vlogging. A few years later, it was updates about Instagram and how to grow your Instagram account. It's funny how things have gone full circle, because that's similar to what this new channel is about. But then I started making content about crypto, which is something that I was investing in as well in the background. And that happened to be the one that took off. Now, when I started, I thought you had to take forever to make a video. Then I saw some videos where people were just, they were doing daily content. I kind of got the idea from daily vlogs, and then I kind of got the idea from people who made stock content, because it's an ever-changing world every single day, right? So you have something new every day to talk about. But what I couldn't believe is how they were getting out so much content. Every single day, a whole video. And I still have people now who talk to me about that. They say, how have you got so much content out? How do you get so much out? And for me personally, right now, I actually make this is the 4th long form video I've made just today. And I find it easy because I can just talk to the camera, because I spent 5 years doing this. Now, the thing that we want to do while we're in that 100 view jail, which is what I'm in right now, we want the algorithm on YouTube to learn our audience. The algorithm has no idea who our audience is, so we're only getting those views because basically what I understand from all of the algorithms on all of the platforms is what they do is they test the content, right? So once you get past the 0 view jail, which you might be out of, you might be still in, this is when YouTube picks people. I don't know how they pick them, but they pick people to view your content. And it's how those people react to your content. Does it go into the algorithm? Does it get pushed out to more people? Does it hit the browse? Does it hit search? So while we're in 100 or less views, my personal opinion is the best thing to do is try and hit search. Because once you get out of this jail, browse is your key. Browse is your best friend. My views, my videos, they're like predominantly browse. It's not search anymore. But the way I got out of it was by hitting search. So what we want to do is we want to hit what people are searching for, i.e. this video right now. People are trying to search for, how do I get out of the 100 view jail? How do I get more than 100 views on YouTube? How do I do that? I might be wrong. This might not actually work. But the key here is where I'm going to get to with this. So because I don't have highly edited videos, because it doesn't take me 100 hours to make one video, because I'm not scripting this, I'm just giving you raw information from the old heart, yeah? And what it is I'm actually answering the question. So when people search, I'm stuck in 100 views, or I'm only getting 100 views, or I'm getting no views. How do I get more views? Hopefully my video will start to pop up. And how I think YouTube will test this is, one person searches for it. Let's say 100,000 people are searching for it over the course of a month. YouTube will give me an opportunity to be seen by 5 of those people, right? And how those 5 people react to the video, the algorithm will learn. Okay, well, Creator Connor's content is worth pushing out because these guys, 4 out of 5 of them watched the whole video, or 4 out of 5 of them liked the video. On the other side, 1 of them watched half the video and no one else even got past the first 10 seconds, and no one liked it, no one commented, no one engaged. So it doesn't like it, right? So the key here is every day I'm trying to hit that search. So the algorithm gives me a new lottery ticket to be sent out. And it might take me a week of a piece of content a day. It might take me a month. It might take me a year. But one day, if I stick to it, right, it will hit and it will work. And that video that worked will have something. It will have a differentiator in the video that I know. Maybe you, as someone who's watching someone else trying to figure out what it is they did to work, can't figure out, can't differentiate. But I, as the creator, will know, right? So I'll know, oh, I used those words. Oh, I used this type of hook. Oh, I used this title, or I used this thumbnail, or whatever it is. You'll be able to figure it out. And then from there, that's the magic sauce, because people then, what happens is, there's a few different things that I see, but one of the main things I see is people think that they know the algorithm, or they're not really working for or with the algorithm. They're like, okay, that video worked, so now I'm going to try something new, try something new, try something. No, the trick now is to double, triple, quadruple down on that. So here on this channel right now, I'm making generalized content about growing as a creator, growing businesses, mindset, that sort of thing. But when I hit that video that works, I'll be doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on that specific niche, type of content, style of content. Maybe this walking will end up not working and I'll need to get back in the studio. Whatever it is, that's what I'll be double, tripling down on. Right now I'm trying thumbnails that are just, boring. Just like, right, that's the thumbnail I'm trying, because it's something different on YouTube, because YouTube is highly edited, highly stylized, AI content, all of that. So I'm trying something different. So the key here is, right, we'll get out of this jail by mass producing real content that answers a question that people are searching. Once we hit a video that gets outsized views, let's say your average view count right now is 50, you get a video that hits 300, 500, 1,000. That's it. You found the golden ticket. Now we double, triple, quadruple down. You can make the same video again with a different hook, the same video again with a different twist. All of this stuff you can keep doing, rinsing and repeating. Then it might lose some steam. So you go back to the drawing board. You try maybe that hook that worked, but with a different form or a different idea. And you just go through this. You try that thumbnail with a different content, right? And that's how we do it. And we keep doing that. We rinse and repeat. And then we build a user base. And that user base starts to be interested in what we have to say. And then guess what? They push our content out for us. We hit browse. And the rest is history. We can start walking around on a Thursday or Wednesday afternoon, whatever day it is. I don't even know. And we can reap those rewards. But guys, most people will never make it to the point where they hit that one video that gives them the outsized gains, and then they'll never know what could have been. So hopefully I'm going to help you in all of your ideas and questions and journeys when it comes to building a business, all of that sort of stuff. And guys, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to get you to subscribe. So if you've made it this far, you might be one of the only people on the planet that have seen this video in its entirety. So I would appreciate if you subscribe. And guys, if you want, leave me a question and I'll try and answer it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.